Well, hello again. My name is Colonel Arnold Strong. I'm the co-producer of the 2019 HEALinc Future Health Summit and the Senior Vice President of Unifier Systems. And I'm delighted here to be joined not only by Mr. Laing, Crachad Laing, who is an instructor, a STEM instructor, but also his student, Akil Smith. And it's just a delight to have the two of you here to join us for the conference. And so, really, in bringing students here, Crachad, what's really your objective as an instructor to exposing your students to? What is your goal here?
And so, as a STEM instructor, my goal is always to keep my students on the cutting edge. We facilitate lots of programs for them to be able to gain the practical skills and apply those skills in various spaces and industries. And the HEALinc Summit couldn't have been a better opportunity for us to expose them to what's happening in the healthcare space.
Beautiful. And as a science, technology, engineering, math student, you mentioned something to me earlier, Akil, that was really beautiful. How did you characterize STEM?
So with the STEM program, I don't really feel like it's a traditional classroom. I feel like it's more of a community or environment to where I may have an assignment in class, but I enjoy doing it so much that I'm doing it outside of class, inside of class, whenever I can find time.
So you're a young man. You're basically, in the United States, we'd say you're a junior in high school or an ascending senior. What is it that you really want to gain from being here at this summit?
Well, I guess at this summit specifically, I guess I want to be exposed to new technologies that I haven't been introduced before or in my program, and get some connections, make some networks that I may be able to use in the future.
Yeah, well, you are in the right place for that.
No doubt about it.
So how many students do you represent, Crachad? How many students do you have in your sort of curriculum?
Yeah, and so that's an interesting question, because my role at the school that I work at, I have about 20 kids that are in that STEM program, right? But we do so many community outreach programs as well that in any given week we facilitate, roughly 250 to 300 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so it's the Windsor School?
Right, it's the Windsor School at Albany.
At Albany, okay, good. And that's important just because it's important to make sure that Windsor knows all about the fact that they've got two of their best representatives here. So at the end of this summit, given the presence of all the different exhibitors and all the different lecturers, we talked a little bit about your goal, Akil, but what is it that you just really, as a young man, hope that you gain most from this?
So from this, I guess, maybe, like I said before, I guess exposure to new technologies, because I find when I get introduced to something new and I'm fascinated about it, I tend to do more research on it and maybe even eventually be able to obtain the technology to tinker with it myself. I guess that's probably one of my passions with something like this, yeah.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, you're off to an extraordinary start. You're so confident and you're so articulate in your vision. It's a nice treat to see. If there were something that you could share, Crachad, with our listeners and those that are here at the summit, that's a source of pride for you about this, what would it be?
So I guess the most fulfilling component to me being here is just an opportunity to generate that next generation of innovators and problem solvers, right? To be able to expose these participants, to expose the students to the cutting edge technologies that are here, to be able to have them have first-hand encounters with the wealth of experience and expertise that's in the room. And so it's just fulfilling knowing that I'm a part of generating that future.
Yeah, well, I mean, of all the interviews we've done this afternoon, you two give me the most just hope and upliftment. As a father of two sons, I will tell you, you're doing your mom and dad really proud, because you've got a bright future ahead of young men, and this is going to be a great event for you to participate in.
Thank you.
And again, I'm Colonel Arnold Strong. It's been great to participate here with these two beautiful spokesmen and these great articulate representatives of the Windsor School, and we look forward to hosting you here at Baha Mar in Nassau for the rest of the week. Thank you so much.